And now, your source for black news, Adam Carolla.
Yeah, get it on. You've got to get it on. No choice but get it on. Man, did you get it on? Godfrey in studio.
What's up?
Comedian, actors, got live dates all over the place.
Got to.
LOL San Antonio.
That's
February 15th through the 18th. Levity live in New York.
Yes.
And that'll be February 22nd through 24th.
Yes.
Funny Bone coming up. Virginia Beach.
Yes.
That'll be March 1st through the 3rd. GodfreyLive.com is where you go. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you again, man.
Godfrey, a very strong stand-up comedian. I saw his act in New York, or at least 20 minutes of it.
Thank you for having me over there to stand.
Had a great time.
Yes, sir.
I got stuff for you. We got some more Black Information
I
networks.
love Black Information. I'm all about that. And I didn't mean to come during Black History Month to your show. I just happened to be
Coinky dink.
Coinky dink.
Came 2 days in a row. It's coinky dink.
Oh, yeah, I was here yesterday.
Now, Godfrey, I don't know how you deal with the fans. Sometimes you go places, they recognize you.
Yes.
I'm sure you're always gracious.
Very much so. Very much so. If they approach you right, it's cool. But there's always a person go, "Hey man, not trying to blow up your spot." What? Why are you so loud?
Right.
You are trying to blow up my spot. But when they do that, I go, "Hey, yo, just slow. If you want a picture, it's cool." I'm very gracious to them because those are the people that put money into you. Those are the ones that like support you. But sometimes every once in a while you get somebody being an ass, like, "Yo, why don't you tell us a joke right now?"
My pet peeve is when the person, usually the woman, explains that her husband is a big fan, and then they pause and they go, "Me, not so much." I'm like, okay. And then they really get into detail about not being a fan of yours, or their friend is a huge fan. They don't know who you are.
Nope.
They're not so much a fan. But this other person, and I'm always like, where the fuck's the other person that's such a fan? And is there some sort of exchange program where they're talking to another celebrity going, "I'm not a fan of yours. I like Adam Carolla, but my wife, who's bothering Adam Carolla, is a big fan of yours."
Exactly.
So I had this happen last night.
Damn.
And I think it was kind of fun. I was out to dinner with my daughter, and she's 17. And for some reason, I'm always trying to impress the kids. Which our parents did not have at all.
Nothing.
Nobody, my parents, none of their friends was like, let's see if we can impress Godfrey. You were just a kid.
That's it.
Who gives a shit? Sit at the kids' table, shut up.
That's it. Shut
be
your dumb
seen
mouth.
and not heard.
That's right.
But you get older and you go, I want my kids to think I'm cool, And we sat down at a table, and the table to the right and the table to the left, the table to the left got up and said, "Big Loveline fan, blah, 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 loved you and Drew back in the day." And I looked at my daughter and said, "Not too shabby, right?"
Not too shabby, yeah.
So then they left. And then the daughter and I sat there having dinner. And then at some point, my daughter got up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And that's when the table of four to my right saw an opening. And the guy leaned across and he said, "Hey, man, I'm a big fan." And I said, "Don't. Save it. My daughter's in the bathroom right now. We're going to waste all this. She's going to be gone." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said, "Well, I thought I'd wait till she left.
No.
You guys weren't having a conversation to interrupt." She's 17. What the fuck are we going to talk about?
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
I'm just nodding along,
Right, yeah.
But so I go, "Listen, wait for her to come back. She comes back. Don't start immediately when she sits down. Give it a beat. And then I'm going to signal you."
Right.
So I'm going to do a move with my hand where I go up and I brush it along my hair. When I do this move, then you jump in and you tell us what a huge fan you are of me.
Oh, man.
Okay. So the guy goes, "Okay." The guy has probably had a glass of wine. The table thinks it's funny.
Oh, no.
So I go, "Okay, just sit there and just go." And by the way, act natural. Go
Yeah,
about your conversation. We don't know each other. And then when she comes back and I'll give it a beat. You wait for my signal.
Right.
So my daughter comes back. She sits down, And I sit and we're talking for, a minute, and I bring the hand up. And I do the hand across the hair.
Nothing.
No, he dives in. As soon as he sees the hand, he comes up and he goes, "Oh, hey, by the way, Adam Carolla, I'm a big fan." And I said, "Excuse me, my daughter and I are trying to eat over here. Do you mind?" and I got back to our conversation.
Is that the Don Rickles thing?
That's a move. Yeah.
Is that the Don Rickles thing?
That's a Don.
Yeah, no, obviously,
That was really
I couldn't
funny.
play it out more than 30
But did
seconds.
she
after.
believed it though, right?
She believed it. He believed it. Everyone believed it.
But did he go, "You asshole"? What was that?
So
I
good.
didn't give him the chance. I started
But you look like a
laughing.
person, not to be, but Adam looks like a person that doesn't like you. You got that face. Because when I left, I said, "I don't think I did." He goes, "Adam likes you." I go, "What?"
Oh,
Because you look
please.
like
He loves
you're
you.
serious like this. "Yeah, thanks for coming." You're
not
like,
me.
"Godfrey, all right, he's here again."
Well, maybe I don't emote
That's
as
what-
much as you.
Yeah, well,
You're an
I was
Try to
emoter.
emote this time.
You're
Adam.
But you
Expressive.
just look like you don't fuck around. You don't play that shit.
I don't emote as much as you.
I do a lot.
You wear your heart on your sleeve.
I do, man.
You come from a big family. Probably
average.
have reunions.
No.
Oh.
I'm
just doing the
It's just
black
my
math.
brother, my sister, and me. 3 basic, kind of just average, right?
Three.
It's 3.
Yeah,
It's not-
2.3 or something is like the
it's
average.
not bad. My
Not
brother,
bad.
my sister, 3 is good.
No
It's like
reunions, huh?
I mean,
That's the Nigerian thing.
no, it's the Southern thing. More Southern African Americans are family reunions.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're Nigerian.
Nigerian, yes.
The screw the family
Screw the
reunion.
family
no,
reunion.
the Southern black has the
Oh,
my
yeah.
27 cousins
we,
showed up.
Mr. Boy, you got to come because we're
Right.
going to be at he-ho-hang-ho-hang-ho.
That's what they say.
I speak a tell.
Yeah. No, I'm saying you're Nigerian. You come from a different
Yes.
black experience.
And plus, it's Nigeria, kind of far away. Mm-hmm. We'll
Oh,
just give
yeah.
them a phone call.
Reunions are tough.
I just got back from Nigeria in December.
Oh, you did?
I was in Nigeria for 2 weeks in December. Hadn't been there since I was 14 years old.
Tell us all
It's pretty
about it.
kick-ass. It's nice that you have a lot of relatives there.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice that, and it's so funny because I'm in Nigeria at 14, and I'm hanging at my uncle's house, who was really famous. My Sonny Okosin is his name. He's a very famous singer in Nigeria in the 70s and 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And my other cousin is Onyeka Onwenu, who's a very famous, iconic singer. Also, she's still
Wow.
around, 70s. And it's so funny because I was there as a teenager, kid, and you're with your parents. You're not out. Now I'm a grown man who's done comedy for 20-something years, who's on social media. You go and they know you. That is what freaked me out. I'm taking pictures with the Nigerian police. They're like, I seen you on social media. Come. It was like coming to America. It was really
you guys-
awesome.
you guys have
Coming from America is my new movie.
You guys have a police force now. That's sweet.
Goddamn.
Well, that's nice. That's
I had a
step
police
toward-
escort from the airport.
Oh, they have
to the-
prostitutes now. Wow, you guys really come a long way.
We've come a long way. Yeah, it's Nigeria. Listen, man, I had so much fun. 4th leading exporter of oil, by the way, and it's the most popular country in Africa.
How is Nigeria doing?
Listen, other than the corruption, it's doing pretty good.
But
It's doing it's and Nigerians are
Nigerians
making moves,
Just
especially
won
in
a big
America.
soccer match.
They kick ass
And
here.
we kick the shit out of people academically.
Nigerian
And Indians.
is way ahead of white in all
No
the
doubt.
relevant subjects, school and education, median income, all that kind of stuff. What people never really do with white guys is they go, well, we got blacks at the bottom, then we got Hispanics, then we got whitey. And it's like, I'm like, keep going, bitch. And they're like, no, we just stop
stop
at
there.
white
Yeah.
people. It's like, well, you want to get to 8? You want to get to Chinese? You want to get to Japanese?
Yeah, they're beating the shit. Yeah.
You want to get to Nigerian? You want
Yeah,
to get
the white guy
above
is
white
down.
people? They're
Yeah,
like,
they're
that
not-
doesn't help our argument. We stop with you.
It's the immigrants, the Asians, and the Africans are smoking all the white kids. They can't. I mean, white kids can't even win a spelling bee anymore.
Oh.
Indians got that.
Yeah.
Indians
That's
got
their
that wrapped
NBA.
up.
That's their NBA. The
Yes.
Indian kids are like literally like all the finalists. Because it used to be The Spelling Bee on ABC. No one cared. I used to watch it. The Spelling Bee on ABC. It was all white kids, maybe a couple brown, and there was always a white kid. Then all of a sudden, these Indian kids were coming.
I know.
These Indian kids, and they were like, wow. They started winning. I remember one kid, he didn't make it. He was a finalist and came back and won it. That's how deep they are. And they go, why are they so good? I said, look at their last names.
Yeah.
They have to spell that shit for practice. Raji Hamanananda. Are you kidding me? That's practice. And so now it's all Indian kids. Now it's called the National Bee. They were getting a lot of money now.
Yeah.
So, it's like real deal. Now the bee is a little bit more muscular. It's the National Bee now. It's the real shit now. It used to be a little bitch ass bee, like this is the Spelling Bee. No one gave a fuck. Now it's like the National Bee. Coming on ABC.
You got to spell Vivek Ramaswamy. These are tough names. You're right. Our last name is like Johnson and Cox and stuff.
Shit.
It's nothing.
Varaswamy?
Brown. That's nothing.
Your name is a sentence?
Yeah. No, you're right. They have an unfair advantage.
And what do they ask in spelling bees? Can you put it in a sentence? What is the Latin? They go, boom, we'll put it in a sentence. Your name is a sentence. How about that?
So Nigerians kick ass.
In academics, in sports, we are not playing games.
I know.
Medicine, engineering.
But you would think Nigeria in general would be better because of all the kick-ass Nigerians who live there.
You're right. And here's the problem. But it's changing. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and talk Nigerian politics because I'm not an expert at it. I know every government is corrupt. But I just think the Nigerian government doesn't know how to be corrupt. America is corrupt as shit, but there's a smoothness to it. They'll fix the roads.
Right.
They'll fix. One thing about America is we take pride in our sports teams. We're going to build a new stadium. It's going to be Minute Maid Stadium. It's going to be all these. We don't fuck around when it comes to sports in America or Europe. Nigeria, on the other hand. The soccer team doesn't have a sports facility, which is fucking insane to me. Why wouldn't you? Even Pablo Escobar funded the soccer team for Colombia.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have your sports because that brings in money. Corrupt people always have good sports teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to have Nigeria.
Well, you were in Russia recently, right?
I was 2018. I was in Moscow.
What was that like?
Well, I have to say that I was very unhappy. No, I just want to go happy. Okay. It was okay. When they called me, my manager's like, the Russians, they want you over there. I said, well, for what? Don't say that. Why would you say the Russians? Okay, what? They have a comedy festival, second annual Punchline Comedy Festival. They want to have a meeting with you on the Zoom. I said, damn, Russia? Shit, that would look good on my resume. I said, all right. So I do a Zoom meeting. And there's a girl, two guys, and straight faces. Oh, Godfrey, we're very happy that you are on the meeting with us. We think all of your videos are very funny. No expression. I was like, really? What the? We want you to come for 8 days for Punchline Comedy Festival, and you will be first American to come to Russia to do. I was like, yeah, okay, shit. And I'm thinking, Russia, that would be off. It would be some epic shit.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you guys gonna pay me though. I need some money. This is Russia. You guys are known. You have a reputation. It's like, don't worry. We already put money in your account.
Wow.
I'm not bullshitting. I looked. I said, I cannot wait to come to Russia. Da, spasiba. And I was there. Of course, I went around and went to the Kremlin. I went to I used to call them the ice cream cones, the cathedral. I went to everything. And studied Stanislavski in acting school. You got to study Stanislavski, who's the Russian acting teacher from Konstantin Stanislavski. They were very impressed by that. I said, hey, do you guys have anything dedicated to Stanislavski? How do you know that? Stanislavski. I said, I had to read both of his books. An actor prepares, an actor, yeah. He said, we have a museum for him. We show you.
Wow.
That. Then they said, you're Nigerian, right? I said, yes, I am. He says, we have many Nigerian in Moscow. I said, get the fuck out of here. We're everywhere. This girl guide for the festival takes me to this university. It's called, you know who Patrice Lumumba was?
No.
Patrice Lumumba is like the Malcolm X of the French Congo, who was assassinated. He was like Malcolm X for the French Congo because, Belgium destroyed the Congo, murdered over 20 million Africans, maimed them. Let me tell you how bad it is. That's Patrice Lumumba. They assassinated him. He wanted to be free from the French colonialization of Congo. And also, Belgium came in. King Leopold from Belgium murdered over 20 million Congolese people, maimed them, cut their hands off, and they sell chocolates, hands. Oh. You can show that, hands in Belgium still.
Wow. And Guyana as well.
Real sick shit. But he has a university named after him in Russia.
Wow.
And I have a cousin that studied petroleum engineering in Russia. Now I'm little going, why is he in Russia studying? And I had a Russian cousin because he married a Russian woman. And I was like, why is he over there? I had no idea why my cousin is in Russia studying petroleum engineering. I go to this university. I go, this is where the fuck he studied. I was like, it's Patrice Lumumba University. Nigerians everywhere.
Wow.
It was just in the middle of Russia. They're everywhere. I go, what the fuck? Just in this area. It's like, there's an actual black neighborhood in Russia, but it's African. Crazy. It was weird as shit.
You get some borscht and waffles?
Borscht and, we call it fufu.
Oh, sorry, fufu.
Nigerian jollof rice. Have you heard of jollof rice, guys? Jollof rice, you need to eat. It's very popular rice. We're having battles now. Ghana, Senegal, everybody's battling. But I always say this, all the other Africans that have come around, Nigerians we've come in the 60s, we came in America. So the Ethiopians, the Ghanaians, all you guys came later. We are the Nike of Africans.
What's in the rice?
It's like peppers are in it. There's onions in it. There's tomato paste in it. It's like a orange. Yeah, boy.
You can't. Listen.
That's awesome.
Jollof rice.
Listen, no disrespect. All rice offerings from all around the world are all good. I mean, there's nothing.
No, you're right. No,
there's nothing better than Spanish rice. Like just Mexican rice.
I think Mexican rice. It looks almost like Mexican, but we will whoop that Mexican.
It's all good. I love all.
No, you're right. No,
I don't know about. You brought up Ethiopia.
They got good food. You
all right.
You don't like.
First off, I like to use a fucking fork when I eat. They eat with their hands. I'm out. That's number one.
True.
We do too, but we have jollof rice. We eat with a fork and a spoon.
They have. Well, what do you think of this, Godfrey?
What's up?
All right, you're Nigerian.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you the rest of the Russian thing.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all right.
You're Nigerian. I'm Italian.
Yes.
L.A. has a little Ethiopia.
Yes, it does on Fairfax.
There is no little Italy, and there's no little Nigeria.
Not at all.
Shouldn't we be pissed?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like Ethiopia, of all goddamn places, you get a little Ethiopia, there's no little Italy? Well, after the contributions my people have made to this society, we don't get a little, and you guys have Christian Okoye and the Mastaf brothers, or whoever those guys, the Sanayo brothers, all the other great Nigerians, and
Giannis, the Bucks.
The freak. The Greek Nigerian freak.
Freak.
You don't get your own place to eat. You don't get your street.
Listen,
you should be insulted.
You know what?
Can't get any of that rice here.
It's so funny because Mussolini tried to take over Ethiopia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a lot of Ethiopians are in Italy, and then there's Ethiopians that speak Italian, but they tried to conquer. There was like some colonization with Ethiopia and Italy. Did you know that?
No.
Well, now, so Little Italy and Ethiopia should be right together.
I agree.
And you guys could have like arguments on colonization.
Look, real estate's tough out here, but listen, I've driven past the Nigerian place. There's nobody in it. No one eats there. No one's hanging out. No one's eating gelato and having a good time. We should just clear them out and go, look, you had 20 years. It was a decent run. Nobody likes your goddamn food. We don't eat with our hands. We want some good pasta. We want some gelato. We want some choo-choo rice. We want real food.
Gel
and
off.
You guys are...
Gel off!
You gel off rice. You guys are using up real estate here. It's little Ethiopia. You're out.
But you're so Italian. Hey, enough of you. Get out of here. Get eat with your fucking hands. Guys, the two of yous, all you weird Africans. You're different Africans. You're not the ones I like. Yeah, get out of here. You guys are skinny. Got weird heads.
Nobody's made an NFL roster. okay? And food's weird. So
I'll take the
get some-
Nigerians. Those guys are good ball
let's
players.
Get some of the good ones in here for a change. All right, so now we get back to Russia.
Back to Ruski, okay? Back to Moscow. So I go, and long story short, I go over there, right? And I'm like, damn, I'm in fucking Russia, bro. By the way, Russia has some great monuments because Joseph Stalin built a lot of dope shit. I mean, just massive, like, statues, like Art Deco. There's a big statue of this rocket man. If you want to look it up, my friend, Yuri Gagarin, it's a big rocket-like statue of the first cosmonaut that went into space, I think before John Glenn. And I used to go, what is that big gold statue? So they got a lot of like massive, intimidating statues there. You see Lenin, you see, not John.
Yeah, they got to space before we did.
They did get to space,
They
and they're
didn't
very
land on
proud
the
of
moon.
that.
Yeah, no, who still hasn't gotten to space? Ethiopia. And that's going to be part of my speech. Clear out.
But they do kill the marathons, though. There it is. That's
They do.
you see that right there? Mm-hmm. Isn't that like
Beautiful.
crazy looking? But
Yeah.
it's Art Deco and Stalin. I go, what is it with all these statues? And Stalin, he says, Stalin built all the statues because he wants to always show the might of Russia. And then 10 million more women than there are in Moscow than there are men.
Whoa.
I was around, I go, is there a festival happening? Oh, because there's women everywhere. There's tons of hot women. He goes, no, this is Moscow every day. 10 million more women. I say, why? Because Stalin killed many women. I mean, many men. He killed many men. I said, so there's lots of pussy in Russia, lots of pitchka in Russia. So.
Did you learn how to say you want to piss off your dad in Russia?
No. I know how to say.
That would have been the line.
I know Pidoros is like fuck. Suka is bitch. Pidoros is fuck. Is like fuck. I know that.
So did you get any trim over there?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you had.
And guess what was so great? A girl that I was like trying to bang. She goes, I have boyfriend, but I have girl for you. Oh,
Wow.
oh, I have girl for you.
Well shared.
And she brought her and said, yes, take her. Oh,
What'd she
fuck
look
yeah.
like?
She was cute as fuck, and I smashed, and it was awesome. I have girl for you. And
Wow.
she goes, did you like? Yes, I did.
You know what? That should,
Spasiba.
that should be part of American
Yes!
policy. If you can't provide, if I can't have your pussy, you
And she
need to provide
me
an equal
and most
or
women
better.
have somebody to provide you with, but
You're
they're
right.
so fucking stingy out here.
No,
and
you're
then
right.
my friend, he was like, hey, after the show, by the way, I'll describe the show. After the show, we have many girls want to meet you. I said, well, I'm not sure because, first of all, I ain't Russian. Another thing, there's a Me Too movement going on. He goes, I know, I heard about that bullshit. But in Russia, we have Me Too, okay? It's different. You want to fuck? Me Too. It's different. Okay?
Wow.
But I was like, okay. So so check this out. So when I do this show, right? They couldn't speak English. He goes, we have
What's the venue for this show?
it's called Stand Up Club Number 1 on Arbat Street.
Wow.
Stand Up Club. They say we call it number 1 because we are number 1 club first in Russia.
Right.
I said, okay. I did a Russian podcast, 2 Russian podcasts. This guy named Timur from Caucasoid Mountains. He's a comedian, doesn't know any English. So I'm on the podcast, and he has an interpreter saying stuff in Russian to him, and I have an interpreter saying English to me. So
Wow.
he's going, I'm like, yeah, I know in comedy. It's really cool to see you guys like Louis C.K., Eddie Murphy. So how do you feel about that? Well, blah, blah, blah. It was kind of fucking cool.
So like a half-hour interview takes an hour.
An hour.
Right.
And I did that. I was all going around these podcasts, and they all knew me, which was so, they had a party, like a party before the
man.
festival, and they were going, Godfrey, I can't make this shit up.
What was the vibe like, or even the architecture? Like, you've played 1 million comedy clubs.
Yes.
What was the comedy club like?
It
I'll
was
give
like-
you an example.
Okay.
Like, anyone who's traveled through, like, an airport in Mexico, it's always
Yeah.
like, well, there's a lot more tile. And if you just woke up there, you'd know you weren't at Denver or LAX or something. You know you're in the Caribbean or in Mexico or something. There's lots of fans and lots of tile. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And the smells of different food.
Right.
You know? So is the club laid out like an American club, or can you
this
tell?
This one was like an American club.
Wow.
Guess what was on the back, painted on the back? Richard Pryor, Louis C.K., just on the wall. Louis had never been there. It was Louis C.K., Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. Just paintings.
People have never been there.
You know, like they do in improv. The
No.
ones that don't show up
icons.
anymore, they still got their photos up.
No, more like when you go to a shitty barber and they put pictures of like Cindy Crawford up in the window, and you're like, yeah, she doesn't hang out.
She doesn't hang out. Yeah. So they had that, and they were like, yeah, and these Russian guys are coming up to me. I'm from Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan. It was all the stands other than Pakistan and Afghanistan. And then there was guys from Serbia, from far out, that were comedians. It's like, I watch your video. I watch video, very funny. I laugh. And I said, so why did it was like 300-400 people in the audience, packed. And I said, so what's the headphone thing? They said, oh, I'm telling you, they don't know English too well, so we have interpreters both. Oh no, this is bullshit. That's bullshit. And you will do your jokes. He will talk. He speak English, so he will interpret what I'm saying, the whole act, and say it in the microphone. And they're going to go into the headphones. So this is like an experiment. Yeah. I go, well, I was looking at the mic. I go, I don't give a fuck. Right. So I told the dude. He goes, I speak English. Don't worry. I studied in America. I said, cool. I said, be funny, motherfucker. So I go up there. I did an hour and a half.
Wow.
And because I went around Russia and because I know about Russian stuff, you know, they forced it on us. Ivan the Terrible, Ivan Grozny, that's what they call him. Ivan the Terrible, Dostoevsky I've read, Kafka I've read. I've a lot of Russian shit. I grew up with a lot of Russians in Chicago. That's where I'm from. Grew up with a lot of Russians and Polish people. We have the most Polish people in Chicago outside of Warsaw. So I already knew and eating the food. My babysitter was Russian when we were little. So, yeah. So I had some shit.
Right.
You know? And so I was riffing on that, riffing on this. Found out about Pushkin. Pushkin was part African. Hello.
Was the guy who was interpreting, could you hear him do it?
Let me tell you how I heard him. There was a Russian dude in the front with his headphones right here. And then I could hear the motherfucker.
Through his headphones.
So I got to pace. I was like, shit, I can't hear the guy. Then the guy has it right there. I hear him. So I'm like, oh, I'm a pacer. So I was like, yo, what the fuck is up with the Dostoevsky statue? That shit is... It's like, yo, that shit is fucked up. It was a real small delay. And I'm going like this in the box. I was like, yeah, man, the women here, what the fuck? He's like, and they're like, ah. So once you got in the groove, it was just fun. I was like,
wow.
And then they got some stuff they got because they understood some English, but it was really like amazing. And then I think Schultz went after me, Andrew.
Andrew Schultz, wow.
Because I told Andrew, I said, yo, they were asking about a few. I said, dude, you should just do it so you can say you fucking did Russia, bro. So I have a whole Russian bit, murders. It's like, it's awesome. You know what I'm saying? So I was there. I stayed an extra 2 days.
Wow.
So I was in Russia. I did it. And then this war shit came. But I'm glad. And they said, oh, this is what they told me. They said, please don't talk bad of Putin. Yeah. I said, but who the fuck makes you think I would do that? He goes, it's Vladimir. His name is Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin. I said, what is Vladimir Vladimirovich? He said, Vladimir means one with power. Vladimirovich means one with more power.
Wow.
So more power, Putin.
Right.
And they call him Vova. That's his nickname, Vova. Let me tell you, calendars of this guy in the shops, him with no shirt on horses.
Yep.
Everywhere.
Yep. And
he goes, don't talk bad of Putin, you go to jail. That's what they told me. If you talk bad of God, you go to jail. They weren't even. And then if you are gay, you go jail. Wow. That's how fast you go. Not go to jail, go jail. If you're gay.
Wow.
Why do you think Brittany Griner was up there for a minute?
Oh.
They were like, you are a big gay. You stay for a long
She's
time.
the king of the gays.
You're a big gay. Yeah, if you're gay, you go to jail. That's facts. I was like, other countries don't give a fuck. I go, but we have LGBTQ. Yes, we have jail for each letter, no problem. L letter, we got any letter you are. Which letter? I said H, heterosexual. Okay, good. Yeah.
So did the guy with the headphones, Beats by Dimitri? You can have that one. I'm not going to do any fucking Russian shit. But would that guy keep it off like it was like a stage monitor,
Yeah, he
right?
was just like, and then it was like a monitor, so I was able to like pace because they're interpreting what you're saying. And this guy's an American Russian. They're interpreting what you're saying, and it's like because we, with comedy, we can shorten shit. Yo, blah blah blah. They'll be like,
right.
and then you're like, So it was like a trippy. But I'm so happy I did it. And everybody knew my shit. It was weird, man.
8 days there.
I ate like 10.
And how many shows you do?
1.
Wow.
And I had to watch. Roast battle.
Roast
we
battle.
have many roast battles. We want you to come to visit the roast battle.
Wow.
So and that's how she said, you have roast, we have roast battle, Jeff Roast, we have Russian roast battle.
Really?
The worst shit I've ever seen in my life. It was so bad.
Your mother's cabbage is so bad.
Oh, talk about borscht. I got for you. But it was in Russian.
Oh,
and
man.
it was so bad. So it's like they set it up like we just set it up. And it was so bad. And I had to go. They would not stop having roast battles. And so he goes, we have another roast battle. Very good. We want you to come. So I would come. And it would be like, let's say and they're standing, so, apart from each other. He'd be like, no laughs. None.
Right.
And then the guy goes, they were bombing is universal.
Right. Wow.
And then I watched another show, which was some comics, and it was like a regular professional show. And you could tell who the funny guys were.
Really?
Didn't know what the fuck they were saying, but there were the guys you go, that dude's funny. Just by his demeanor. I go, who's that guy? He go, oh, he's been doing it for like good 10 years.
You
He's
tell
like
the
one of
guys
the
who were
best.
smooth.
You knew it because the guy was like, getting laughs right away.
Right.
He's looking at his phone. I was like, it's just funny how it's universal who sucks and the guys that are good. And it was real interesting. I'm like, I'm in fucking Russia, bro. And they thought I was an MMA fighter because I had a mohawk and I had my tattoo. They were like, hey, you a fighter? I said, yes, I'm resting. Just to keep me protected in case they fuck me up over there. Because everybody looks like they fought in the MMA.
Really?
They all look like, because they got that look,
Did
man.
they drink hard over there?
Hell, listen, I'm not a drinker. So the party was so dope. It was like, they were like, Godfrey. And I got up on stage. The guy goes, Godfrey. Dude, it was all, I was like, I said, spasiba, Ruski. They were like, they fucking lost it. I just, whatever. I said, thank you, spasiba, for coming to Moscow. I'm so happy to be here. Очень смешно. It means very funny. I said, очень смешно. Dude, then they go, you must drink vodka. You have to have vodka and you have celebrate. I was forced, this big bearded Russian go, Godfrey, come. I bring it up. Boy. You had to. Because, it's certain things you got to do and to not insult. It's like Italians. You got to eat. When mama says eat, you eat her food.
What tell those fucking Ethiopians. That's what we're telling them. Mama said knock you out. Get them out. 20 years, long enough.
And I said...
And take your fucking sign, by the way, with you. I'm sorry. They're ruining our city.
He's so Italian. He's getting so Italian.
I know.
I love it. You're getting real Italian.
All right, so wait. There's two kinds of not drinking. There's I don't drink, and then there's I stopped drinking when I was 14 because I had problems.
Yeah, I don't drink, and I drank their vodka, different type. And they're like, take another. And I was like, my chest was burning like a motherfucker. But I was like, it was awesome.
Did you get fucked up?
I know. I stopped at like 2, and I say, okay, no, you sure, no more.
Did they drink anything else?
I think Stolichnaya and Snaps, and I think so.
But you couldn't get like a whiskey sour or pina colada?
We went to other clubs, which were really nice. Like, there was another comedy club, which was dope, I went to. It was nice. They built their shit out nice, man. And now I don't know if they're doing comedy now because of the war. You know, that's the only thing about their shit. See, we can have war, and we can still do comedy.
Right.
But over there, everything shuts down. They're like, oh, yeah, we don't Putin.
And their enemy is a comedian.
Oh, that's
Fuck yeah.
true.
Right, so
They
they might
will
have
come
a
get
complete
you.
war on comedy now.
It's when I was in Saudi. When I did Saudi, I've done Saudi, Dubai, I've done Kuwait. I remember I think we were in Saudi or Kuwait, and it was this dude that was supposed to open up for us, some reggae Saudi dude doing rebellious music. And the government officials came into the club. It was like a big theater. They came in and told him, no, yalla, no, you don't sing your song, no. And shut all that shit down. And the guy goes, I'm sorry, I cannot do the song. The government, he's like, he was going to sing about the government. They were like,
wow.
He was like, yalla, bye. And now you start your show. They don't play that shit in these other countries. They come and get you. It's like the old school rappers. Remember when they would come and meet you?
Oh, yeah.
That's what they do in those countries.
I roadied for 2 Live Crew for a while.
You get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
You can see it. You know it.
Why?
Don't play stupid. You come in here and insult me, not knowing that I roadied for 2 Live Crew and that we were in Miami probably mid-80s.
Doodle Brown.
Yeah.
You did all that shit?
I set the stuff up. I wasn't in the band.
That's so fat. Uncle Luke?
Uncle Luke was there. Wow. Uncle Fester was there.
Fester.
Uncle Sam.
Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil.
All the uncles.
All the uncles. Uncle Tom.
No, I
Tim
don't.
Scott. What?
I have no idea who's in 2 Live Crew, but I will say this.
He goes, look at me. How did you fucking know?
No. My only 2 Live Crew story is when I came out, they're getting persecuted and the shows were getting shut down and demand was coming after 2 Live Crew. And it was like, I don't know, 1985, and I was watching TV in North Hollywood.
Yeah.
And Ted Koppel was doing the news.
Ted Koppel.
And Ted Koppel was up there and he goes, and in other news, in Miami, the popular rap band 2 Live Crew, who's famous for the song "Me So Horny." I just hearing him saying "Me So Horny" in his Ted Koppel voice made me laugh my ass off.
They don't make those guys. Hello, I'm Ted Koppel, and this is Nightline. Tonight we'll be talking about 2 Live Crew
and me so horny.
And me. I met Dan Rather, bro.
Really?
When I was working at Sirius XM before they fired all the comics, and they still got Jim Norton, all those guys. But I had a little show, and in Sirius XM, you meet everybody. I'm sure
they all come through. They all
come through. It's like Radio Hollywood, and I see Dan Rather. I go, there's fucking Dan Rather. My father was a big news head, so I go, there goes Dan Rather from CBS, and he had that what's that? Mark Cuban's channel, Access.
Axios.
Axio?
Access
channel.
AXS. Yeah.
So Dan Rather had a show on there where he interviewed people. He interviewed Dolly Parton, Merle Haggard. And I would watch it. And I didn't know all this about Merle Haggard being in the fucking audience at the Folsom Prison concert. Merle Haggard was an inmate. And that's what he got. Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
Right.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. That's I love that album. And Merle Haggard was there, and he interviews Merle Haggard. And I see Dan Rather. Dan Rather's from Texas. So I said, because he has a little twang. So I said, Mr. Rather, how are you? He goes, hey, how you doing? How you doing, son? I say, oh, man, I saw your Dolly Parton interview. He was like, you saw that? You watched it? Well, I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. I said, that shit was amazing. My father loved you. He's like, man, I really appreciate you. But he's like a little country dude.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Oh, man. I know. Dan Rather.
I did not know.
Ted Koppel. Is Ted Koppel gone? Is he dead or still alive?
I think Ted Koppel, the last time I saw him, he was doing an episode of Jay Leno's Garage.
He is 83.
Really?
About 5 years
He's
ago.
still alive?
He's 83 years old.
Has an
That's
Acura
awesome.
NSX. I only know people
And a
buy
what?
their cars. An Acura NSX.
Oh, okay. You know cars.
Yeah.
Better
a
than Jay
Seinfeld
Leno? You
commercial.
know him better than Jay Leno cars?
No, nobody knows cars better than Jay Leno in terms of he's encyclopedic. He knows more about cars, inner workings, old stories, brands that don't exist anymore. He knows. I know more about real specific stuff just because I'm into certain kinds of specific stuff.
Yeah.
But overall, breadth and width, nobody has what Jay Leno has. Like you'd think, it's not like, well, no other comedian knows more, no other entertainment knows. Oh, no. Nobody. Nobody.
Yeah.
He studies schematics for cars that have been defunct, and he'll tell you, He'll go like Ellard Hudson originally came to this country and worked for GM, and then Hudson worked for GM until 1943, and then he broke off, and then he started his own Hudson Coach Company, and he just goes and goes and goes.
Wow. You ever been on his show? Why didn't he invite you?
I've been on.
Oh, you
yes,
have?
I've been on. I've been on his show.
Oh, yeah, that
it's
makes
not
sense.
just Ted Koppel. Now, welcome to episode 199. Welcome back, Ted Koppel. There's NSX, everybody. Thank you, Jay. There's really not much I can tell you about this car that hasn't already been spoken
All
about.
I remember is 2 Live Crew.
Me, he's so horny. If that clip existed somewhere, my head would
Probably
explode.
around. Man, you'd be surprised with YouTube.
Yeah.
What YouTube, man.
Maybe it's around. Maybe it made its
might be
archivally
around.
back on there.
But Carl Weathers, what about that?
Oh, he'll be missed.
That hurts me. Apollo's gone.
He was
It must
great.
have been some cancer thing because he looked great all the time. I met him one time. It was pretty badass. When I was at what voiceover place and he was there. I said, "There's fucking Carl Weathers. How you doing? Fucking Carl Weathers."
Yeah.
I hate that he's gone.
Java Mix or Mocha Mix or whatever those. There's always these sound places all over the.
Right. I was at some and he was
Lots of
Carl
food.
Weathers.
He's the greatest. He's been on the show.
Wow.
Yeah. I know the audience
thought they
wishes
maybe-
he was here right now. But not in place of you, but just, back. You know what I mean? With us.
There is no tomorrow.
Oh, he is.
Rock. He was
Great. He was great. All right.
Rest in peace there.
We'll take a quick break.
Yes.
We'll come back. We have an entry for the white information network Dawson's put together, and we haven't done the black information
No,
network
you have
in a
not.
while.
And I am very upset
Well, we were
in
waiting.
February that you did not put that information right away.
Well, we'll
How
play.
dare you?
We'll do all that right after this.
You're about to hear a preview of The Jordan Harbinger Show with the investigator who solved a serial killer case that had gone cold for decades.
There was a definite spike in serial predator crime in the 1970s. Joe D'Angelo was a full-time law enforcement officer. He's breaking into houses in the middle of the night, raping women or girls that are home alone that he's binding up and sexually assaulting. He ended up committing 50 of these attacks in Northern California between 1976 and 1979 and just disappeared. The last thing I did in my career before I retired was I drove up and parked in front of his house. I didn't know he was the Golden State Killer, but I debated, should I just go knock on his door? This was such a brazen, brutal predator. He absolutely had to be caught.
To learn more about how Paul Holes puts himself inside the minds of serial killers, check out episode 725 of The Jordan Harbinger Show.
It's time to check Adam's voicemail.
Spaceman was listening to the 70s on 7 on Sirius the other day, and the Average White Band came on. Wanted to know, one, if you could have that name today, and B, what do you think it would be otherwise? Mahalo.
You can leave us a message at 888-634-1744.
This has a short.
Well, the thing's got a short.
I think so. Yeah, I thought I didn't plug it in.
We'll figure it out. We're trying to get the headphones settled up.
There's another
Average White Band played. Did they play that funky music, White
No,
Boy,
that
or
was
is that
Wild
Wild
Cherry.
Cherry?
Average White Band was Schoolboy Crush and Pick Up the Pieces.
Pick Up the Pieces was their song. There it is. Yeah.
And they're from Scotland.
Oh, from Scotland, man.
They're so
You schooled
funky.
me.
Remember the album with the lady, the white girl buddy? Booty,
Yeah.
The W with the booty from the 70s?
Yeah, you know who had
Go on.
the best ass on the 70s record covers?
Who?
The Ohio Players.
Yes. That's
I
the
knew
girl with the
you'd
honey.
know. Yeah, they always had hot chicks.
Always.
They didn't mess around. They're like,
didn't.
put some hot ass chicks on here.
Yeah.
Let's sell some
Put
units.
some honey on 'em.
We need our ugly asses on here. Let's get some good hot chicks
And
on
the Ohio
here.
Players, man, that Ohio's the state of funk, man. Like you got Roger from Zapp, you got Ohio Players, you got a lot of funk bands came out of Dayton. Dayton, Ohio. That's where Katt Williams is from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from Dayton, Ohio.
Do you know?
Grew up in Cincinnati.
Do you
but
know
he's from
Katt
Dayton.
Williams?
Yes, I do, but not super well. But I know him. Yeah, but I don't know him. I haven't seen him in years. The last time I saw him was at the Flavor Flav roast when he hosted that.
I think we're all intrigued by Katt
He's
Williams.
certainly
intriguing as hell. Whether
Yeah.
he's telling the truth or not, you just can't help but listen to him talk.
Yeah, that's what he sounds like.
Adam Carolla, one of the best podcasts I've ever heard.
Tell us more, Katt.
He's like, I just understand Steve Harvey couldn't be a superstar. He couldn't be. They ain't gonna pick no bumbling country bumpkin man like you, looking like Mr. Potato Head. That was
He did actually
hilarious.
say
How about Cedric the Entertainer?
Ooh, looking like a walrus.
Not a Cedric the Entertainer fan, Katt?
And he goes, and he's like, "Oh, come on, Cat. That's Shannon Sharpe. Listen, man. Welcome to the Club Shay Shay. I gotta drink some of this more cognac. I can't. Hey, Cat, man. I thought the comedians all hung together, man. I've been in the NFL for a long time, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. I did not know that you didn't like all these people, man. Let me get more some of this cognac.
You do that whole podcast.
Club Shay Shay. That's what it is. Club Shay Shay.
You know what? You do a killer, Shannon Sharpe.
It's not a bad. I did it for him. You know, Roland Martin. Mm-hmm. Roland Martin. He had the thing. He had me on the phone, and he had Shannon Sharpe on there. And Roland's like, Godfrey, I've known Shannon Sharpe for a long time, and can you do that? You can do Shannon Sharpe. I was like, oh no, Roland. And then I said, yeah. And then Shannon said, you know, before when people used to imitate me, I used to be upset. But I'm not upset no more because that means you've made it to a certain degree. Because I was like, I want Shannon Sharpe being mad at me. God,
No.
damn. Whew.
He's in good shape.
Man, I saw him warming up with 225.
Oh, my God.
And with his little dog, little furry little dog on his lap. He's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. I think that's how he counts.
Look, his brother's a specimen, too.
Sterling.
Yeah.
For the Green Bay, but he had the back thing. Remember?
Yeah. There's some genetics in that family. They're almost
And they're from the
Nigerian-esque
South.
in
They
their
probably
genetics.
are Nigerian. He looks like I bet you if they get their test, they spit in that envelope. You definitely Nigerian.
He wears a sweater.
I
you
can tell I'm
see
Nigerian,
his
man.
abs, and
It's
the texture.
crazy.
Yeah, he wears sweatshirt and you see he's something else, man. To see a muscular guy interviewing you. Come on, Cat. I can't believe that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe it, man. Welcome to Club Shay Shay. Club. And it's the fact that it's Shay Shay. It's
I know, that's weird.
That's weird because he's like, it should be Club Ironhead but it's Club Shay Shay.
It's a little soft.
I don't.
Look at
Oh,
man,
God. It's crazy.
That's him now.
Dude.
It's him now.
That's
He's
him
53
now.
years old.
This morning.
That's him now.
Please stop me with like all due respect, but you know, Bill Maher has Club Random. You know what I mean? Club. Shouldn't we just not use Club?
Yeah,
in
but
front of stuff. Isn't it kind of fucked out or weird or something?
Bill Maher stole that shit. What's new? Stop it.
Oh, the white man.
white man.
Elvis.
Culture vulture.
Well, you know, it's like weird. Like you're talking about Jay Leno.
Yeah.
His shop is called Big Dog Shop, and it's I wish want to go. Jay, it's not funny or clever. Like it's kind of fucked out. Like,
Is it just a big dog? D-O-G?
I don't think he.
Or is it dog? D-A.
It'd be D-O-G.
It's
if
D-O-G with if I
Dog.
know
It's not
Jay.
dog, but it's dog. Big dog.
When the collection is mostly Duesenbergs, it's dog with an O. When it's squatted Lincolns and 64
Then it's dog.
Chevys. Then that's when the Impala comes
Dog
in.
catcher.
And the
Dog
23
catcher.
Dubs come in. That's when the
That's when
W
it-
comes
W.
in. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Because the reason why it's dog, because the A is like, oh, hell no. Look at that shit,
All right,
dog.
but can we agree that
Nothing?
also, like, replacing an S with a Z isn't all that clever either? I'm just, it's like club and Z and dog.
But
and,
Club Shay Shay is more like a very like hip urban. So that Bill Maher wants to be hip too.
What's Shay Shay mean? I don't know.
I don't know.
Listen,
maybe Shannon. Maybe they
I
call
think
him
it's
Shay Shay.
Shannon. Yeah,
Hey Shay
it's
Shay,
his
what's up,
nickname.
Shay?
Oh,
I
Shannon.
don't know.
Oh.
But I definitely ain't gonna make fun of it if I ever got on there.
So when I was roading with 2 Live,
shit.
they would say Shay Shay all the time, and it's like, I don't want to ask.
Well,
you
there
know?
is Shay Shay La Femme, a song called Shay Shay La Femme. It's a 70s like disco song, Shay Shay La Femme, but it's Shay Shay, C-H-E-C-H-E. No, C-H-E-Z, Shay Shay.
No W in there.
Shaw.
So
Shaw.
we have, but you know what's nice? I realize, like with Katt,
Yes.
there's 2 things black people can do and gay people can do that just regular whitey can't do.
Well, regular white gay dudes can do stuff. They just can't tell you they're gay, then they get the benefits of a heterosexual. Go ahead.
But no, this is a thing that black people can do
Yes.
and gay people can do. They can say anything, and then when you go, what? Then they act like you're an idiot. You know, like gay guys can go, Elon Musk is gay. You know that, right? And you go, I never heard, oh, get the hell out of here. Like they get to go, black people can do that too.
Okay, do an example.
Well, you got to do it as Katt Williams. Just tell me something nutty.
This is not the best Katt Williams, but this is
pretty
my.
good.
I'm in the perimeter of Katt Williams. Go ahead.
No, you got to start by telling me something that's nuts.
What do you think about Kevin Hart?
Or you can say something like they originally wanted me to play Beverly Hills Cop, but I turned it down.
They originally wanted me to play Beverly Hills Cop, but Eddie Murphy, he's the one that hated on me. Eddie, I was supposed to do Beverly Hills Cop 1 through 7, but he's on some bullshit because you are delirious.
I never heard that. Come on.
What?
Yeah, that's it too. Yeah, like I'm insane.
What?
Right, that's it.
It's in my contract to not do anything Eddie Murphy does. What is wrong with you, boy?
You tell me you were the first guy to ever combine chicken and waffles.
I did. Roscoe is full of shit. Roscoe saw me making that batter in his kitchen and said, ooh, wow, I gotta take that. Fuck you, Roscoe. Chicken and waffle. That was supposed to be Katt's Kitchen.
I've never heard that.
Yes, it was. And all you motherfuckers know I'm the original.
I don't think that's true.
Yes, it is.
No,
all
you gotta yell
motherfuckers know.
what? You gotta yell what?
What?
There, that's
You didn't know about Katt's Kitchen?
right.
What?
Right now
Coming
you
to
got
little Ethiopia.
You got to tell me like. I would say something like. The Grand Canyon doesn't really exist.
The Grand Canyon doesn't. It is full of water. That is an illusion that you motherfuckers have been looking at. It
Katt,
is I have swam in the Grand Canyon, motherfucker. What?
Oh, you gotta let me jump in. And
Okay, ready? Grand Canyon.
Okay. You gotta
The
start.
Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon.
Keep it short. Doesn't exist. Then we'll do it.
The Grand Canyon doesn't exist.
I think it exists.
What?
That's how
How
it
the
works.
hell don't you know your
That's
geography
right. Right.
or
That's
your
what it is.
geology?
And I didn't know Elon Musk was gay either.
What?
But there you go. But gays and blacks get to do that and then make us feel stupid for not knowing shit we knew. That's true.
I know. It's frustrating, isn't it?
It's frustrating.
Is it frustrating? Why is it frustrating?
You know, being white these days, it's just not what
These
I thought it was
days.
going to be. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Getting
You guys,
profiled.
I was always
you guys
told we were
leveled
in
the fuck up in the
charge.
1700s.
That's what I was looking for. I was
It's
like,
like
we're
a-
going to be in charge of everything and get our way. You know what I mean? That's what I was promised.
Oh, is that what happened?
Well, look, you watch those TV commercials from the 70s, right?
Oh, yeah.
And every commercial I saw was like some woman where her and her husband went to have dinner at a friend's house.
Yes.
And then at some point after dessert, the woman the other woman would say, like, Ted, would you like a second cup of coffee? And she'd come in and go, Ted never drinks a second cup of, and then he'd go, yeah, I'd like a second cup of coffee. And then she would go into a shame spiral, like, oh my God, he doesn't like my coffee.
Right.
Or ring around the collar. It's so
ring around the
embarrassing. She
collar.
found the ring around the collar. Yeah. So I thought my adult life was going to be me in charge.
Yes.
And a bunch of women acting that way around me.
No.
Turned out to be wrong
Stopped
on
all that
both.
shit. Yeah.
All of it.
You was looking for that.
It was gone. It's now gone.
Shut all that bullshit down.
Born
Thank God.
too late.
Born, you think you were born too late?
To enjoy
Enjoy the white
a woman
supremacy.
going into a shame spiral over my collar? No, she doesn't exist. They're freaking out. Now it's like, hey, woman, can you make me some coffee? Make your own fucking coffee. I'm leaving.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
They,
You were
got,
promised a utopia.
I was
It's
promised a white man's utopia. I got nothing.
Gloria Steinem, man. Started
She
with her.
ruined it for all of
Fucked
us.
it all up, bro. She fucked it all up, and she fucked it up and got in those black women's heads, too, talking that bullshit. I don't need no man.
Yeah.
Now you got fucking Meg Thee Stallion talking about that shit. We don't need no man, but wait till Stallion turns into a Clydesdale. She'll slow the fuck down.
Yeah, pulling that Budweiser wagon.
Here comes the beer. Here comes the beer number one. Boom, 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 boom. Here comes
When you say but you said it all, you said it but you said it all. Now we got the tranny guy with the Bud Light going, you guys should buy beer. I'm going to take a bath.
so weird.
No, we had a Clydesdale. We had a wagon. Full of beer. That's how they advertised. Nope.
You had it all figured out.
Now it's going to be a pony.
Now we got a pony pulling a tranny. Yeah.
We're pulling the tranny by dick. Listen.
Yeah.
What?
What?
I'm sorry.
You crossed the line.
I did. I'm fucked.
All right. Let's see if we can cleanse our palate with some Black Information Network. Now,
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, it's
I'm
a
never
real
going to
ne-
let you forget that.
it's a real network.
It's a real network.
I listened to it.
Good.
I got a guy a job on the Black
you
Information
didn't.
Network. Yes, I did.
Who?
Ami Horowitz, a Jew.
Ami Horowitz. Okay.
Ami does these videos.
Mm-hmm.
He travels the world doing crazy videos.
Uh-huh.
And I told him about the Black Information Network.
Yeah.
He called them up and he said, how about a little perspective here, a little balance. Yeah. And I don't know, he got on to like Tavis Smiley's show or
That's
something.
cool,
And
Tavis.
he's showing up weekends and sitting in, offering the Jewish man's perspective.
There it is.
And he said, yeah, they're cool. We get on, we debate a little bit.
It needs to be done.
We need an even playing field. So it exists, and I got this guy a gig.
Nice.
Ami. On it. All right, so now first we'll just play some of the actual BIN.
BIN.
I'm Terrence Bibb for the Black Information Network with the story of another black builder.
Black news, black podcasts. This is the Black Information Network. This is BIN on iHeartRadio.
I'm Ashley Young on the Black Information Network. On March 2nd, 1955, Claudette Colvin, a 15-year-old in Montgomery, Alabama, a high school student, boarded a bus in downtown Montgomery. And that's a fact. For these stories and more, go to BINnews.com.
Entertainment news on the Black Information Network.
So People is reporting that an exclusive source tells them that Jamie Foxx is celebrating his recovery from the medical complication he suffered back in April.
This is BIN on iHeartRadio.
Wow. Now, Claudette Colvin
is before Rosa Parks.
Right, which I brought up in our last show.
Mm-hmm.
Was it in the last show? Come on, Chris.
I don't remember it.
Dawson, no?
I don't recall on this show.
Maybe
with Godfrey?
With me? Not me.
No, not our last show. The last show that aired. No?
No. I didn't hear it.
Chris didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
No?
Huh.
What happened?
Oh. I brought
Maybe
it
we were
up.
talking about it with Sarah Tiana and Shek.
I was talking about it with Sarah Tiana
Okay.
and Shek. I brought up the woman who was Rosa Parks before Rosa Parks, but didn't get credit for Rosa Parks.
Because the pregnant thing didn't look good for
because
the
she was
marketing.
pregnant.
Yeah.
I brought that shit up 3 hours ago.
Really?
Weird.
This just randomly played. We weren't planning on playing this.
We did not hear that clip before.
The lady's still alive, too, I think.
No, I know. She's still pregnant. The kid's
That's
61.
an old baby.
Yeah, still in her.
A sneaker comes out.
Yeah.
Sneaker.
Bifocals fall out.
Bifocals.
Dentures.
Yeah, wham. I'm here. What's going on? He comes out like a bad fucking bead curtain.
Wow, this is weird. We're going to have to find, she's 84 years young.
That's awesome.
We're going to have to find that clip with Shaq and Sarah Tiana because it was insane. I was just doing a sports thing, and I was trying to take credit for something. They were giving credit to somebody else was sort of the context, and I said, I did it first. Then they gave credit to the next guy, and I said, like that black teenager who was pregnant, who predated Rosa Parks, but never got the credit for it. As an example, as a bizarre example, because I listen to Black Entertainment Network.
That's why you're so dope.
Thank you.
Damn, dude.
Right.
Real
and then
entertainment, black entertainment.
a few hours later, it's in the clip that I haven't listened to in a year. Wow, that was weird. All right, the Great Magnet. All right, but Dawson, we decided there needs to be a white entertainment network as well, right?
The White Information Network.
Yeah,
wins.
sorry.
Wouldn't that be everything?
Information. Yeah, that's all of us. Well, I don't know.
I think White Entertainment Network gave us the Black Entertainment Network.
Check the roster of the Super Bowl, by the way, brother.
You know who's winning, dude. Come on. It would be foolish. Listen, first of all, I love Mahomes, by the way. And another thing is, it would be foolish for them to not let the Kansas City Chiefs win because it's a storybook of the thing. You got Taylor Swift, you got the Kelsey, and then they can hug. And then where are you going after this? Disney World. And they can do all that shit. It's just so much money involved. I just think it's all set up.
You think it's cooked, huh?
Yeah, man. I knew the.
Now wait, do this as Katt Williams.
Oh,
and then admonish me for not believing you.
Listen, I believe the Kansas City Chiefs are already the champions. Already, it's too much money. They would never want to waste that money.
Jeez, Katt, I don't think they would do that.
What?
See,
you out your damn mind?
That's how it works.
There you go.
That's how it works.
They're going to win. They have to win.
But how are they going to make them win?
There's ways.
Oh,
as
see?
of this airing, we do know ways.
Oh, we got
there
this
are
airs
always
after
ways,
the
man.
game. Sorry.
There's always, you know that. You're a sports guy, right?
Yeah, but
they used to, didn't they used to do it for basketball games? The refs were all up in
for
that
basketball,
shit.
yeah.
But football, you can do it because I think the other team has to be in on it too. I think so. I think the other team, because these guys are so good. You know how you can make it look like you're trying to tackle somebody? You can make it look like it because people break tackles.
I've seen enough of them Make-A-Wish videos with the 8-year-old boy with leukemia, and I'm like, Nebraska tackles better than this. You know what I mean? Hands flying in the air. You're right.
You can like make it look like, I think there can be some
wow,
like wrestling. Come on,
I know they're fake sports, but all right.
I don't want to think that way, but I
too
think
late.
Okay.
All right.
You want San Francisco? Fuck no.
No,
Kansas City.
Listen,
Mahomes is a superstar. Beautiful.
I agree,
and I like the guy.
Yeah,
like
seems
that
good.
mullet and that weird accent. No, we really. What?
Yeah.
What the hell's that?
Yeah, he sounds like who?
I don't know.
Kermit. Yeah,
is
sounds
it Kermit
like Kermit
the Frog?
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog here.
Yeah, that's what he sounds like.
That's Patrick Mahomes.
Kansas City is going to win.
No doubt. It's got a little bit of Cosby in him.
the quarterback.
All right, do we have our white information?
Come on, let's get some white information in here.
The White News, right now. WIN, the White Information Network. Bonnaroo, Bottle Rock, or Bourbon and Beyond. Which incredibly white summer music festival is on your calendar? Today or tonight, we've got the news that's white. King Charles cancer diagnosis. Prince Harry leaves the UK without meeting with his white brother, Prince William. Enlightening and enlightening the White Information Network. This is WIN. Biden or Trump? How white will our next president be? WIN. the White Information Network. White man, Dr. Phil, discusses immigration and the startling realities from his Texas border visit. White news, white now. The White Information Network. Incredible video of a bald eagle guarding 3 eggs. When it comes to birds, bald means white. All day, all night, all white. The White Information Network. Biden's green agenda is taking a toll on white farmers. Kamala Harris is viewed negatively by a majority of Americans, most of them white. WIN, the news you need, white now. And we'll look behind the applesauce recall and how it affects white families everywhere. WIN, the White Information Network. White OnlyFans model celebrates breaking up with her boyfriend by sleeping with 22 people in just 10 days. But how many of them were white? Rosa Parks, Jackie Robinson, Martin Luther King, and other famous figures white people should remember during Black History Month. The White Information Network. Is there a family feud between Miley and Billy Ray Cyrus? WIN investigates. Coming up, day 4 of our tribute to Toby Keith, right after the break. And NASCAR returns, and white people cheer on the checkered flag. WIN, the White Information Network.
Yeah, turnabout's fair play.
Wow. Hey, the applesauce. Remember Brady Bunch?
Mm-hmm. Pork chops and there's a
is it applesauce?
Pork chops and applesauce.
We know it's a Brady because remember Pete wanted to he wanted to be recognized, Peter Brady.
I don't. The storylines were so thin on those 80s sitcoms, the 70s sitcoms, that it didn't take anything. It was like they threw a basketball and then it fell down the stairs and then broke a vase.
Told you not to play ball in a house.
And then they'd get a catch line of like pork chops and applesauce. Or I told Mom said not to play ball in the house. But they were so thin.
Yeah.
That like for the first 2 seasons, this vase just sat on this credenza thing at the bottom of the stairs. It just sat there. Everyone walked past it.
Yes.
Nobody looked at it. Nobody touched it. Nobody put flowers in it.
Yeah.
Nothing. But then the episode where the basketball knocked it down, when Florence Henderson, when Mrs. Brady came home, she's like, "Where's my vase?" And they're like, "Bitch, you haven't said shit about this vase."
She always knew it was there
for the previous 41 episodes.
Remember when it reversed?
And then they're like, "We had to put it together." Like it was the biggest. First off, if my kids broke a vase in my house, they wouldn't give 2 shits.
I'm sorry, vase. Go ahead.
A vase in my home.
Brady Bunch started in the 60s.
Yes.
Right?
Late 60s.
And that Peppermint Band sang the first one. Here's a story of a lovely lady who was bringing up 3 very lovely girls. All of them had hair of gold, like their mother. The other one in curls. Here's a story of a man named Brady who was bringing up 3 boys of his own. There were 4 men living all together, yet they were all alone. Till the one day when the lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch, that this group would somehow form a family. That's the way they all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. That's the way we became the Brady Bunch. That was the 60s version. Right, yeah. Then it was like, dun, 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 dun. Here's a story of a lovely lady.
Yeah, they got militant.
The kids were singing. It was Barry Williams and them singing it.
Oh, it was.
It was them. Because you could hear Barry Williams. All of them had hair of gold, like their mother. The youngest one in curls. Here's a story of a man named Brady. Who was living with 3 boys of his own. They were 4 men.
They sung
living
it
all
themselves.
together. Right. Then they were all alone.
Yeah.
Till the one
They
day
kicked
when
it up.
the lay met this fellow.
And they knew there was much more than a hunch.
That this group was from her former family. That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch.
That's the way we became the Brady Bunch. And Pete Davis in
They
the middle.
got Quincy Jones involved.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the second
We need a
season.
horn section. James Brown came in. Brady Bunch. Time to get down. Till the one day when the letter met the fella, it was time to go. You had Ken, I got Ken. Put them together. Back on up. Kill myself. It's a hunch. It's a Brady Bunch time. Ow! I'm gonna tell you this one now. This gonna be a hell of a family now. Backing on up. Come on, hit it, Clyde. 1, 2, 3. Here's a story. Of a man named Brady. He was with a woman. Loved her to death. She had 3 kids. Nothing left. What we got? Brady Bunch. Yeah. We gotta move. Yeah. We gotta groove. Yeah. Here it come. Brady Bunch. All 6 of us in the house. We got the rent. Pay it up. We about to do it. Brady Bunch, come get some.
Oh, wow. That's guest of the year quality type
thank you.
comedy there.
That's how we riff. We riff. We're the Riff Brothers.
But now we got to find the clip, Byron. Did he say pork chops and applesauce?
I thought he said pork chops and applesauce.
Oh.
Peter Brady. Is it not Mike Lukeland?
Looking Land, yeah.
Looking Land or something?
Looking Land. Here's how little entertainment we had. We would have to watch this horrible excuse for comedy and then show up the next day at school, and when you'd say to the kid in front of you, what are they serving for lunch today? He'd go, pork chops and applesauce. And then we'd all laugh. That was it? That was all the entertainment.
What have you ever I was in a parking lot going to some horrible audition in LA, and all of them are horrible. And I go and I see 3 of the Brady Bunch members. It was Cindy, Bobby, and Maureen McCormick, who I thought Marsha was. They were in the parking lot. And I go, there's some of the Brady, because it was the whitest show ever. Mm-hmm. And I thought I would never. Okay, here we go.
All right. Now, does he do or does he just do right into it?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Alice. What's for dinner? Pork chops. Pork chops. What else? Applesauce? Pork chops and applesauce. That's swell.
He gave a beat, but didn't do them in and
Why do you say that?
Hi, honey. Home.
You say we're having pork chops and applesauce for dinner?
Yeah, said it.
Pork chops and applesauce.
That's swell.
This was an episode.
It's an entire storyline of he wanted to be Edward J.
He wanted
Robinson, or
he felt like he wasn't
old enough or mature enough.
Yeah, mature. Like he wasn't getting attention.
Be a tough guy.
But it was always each one of them had their own story. They were tired of doing this. I'm sick of this. Well, why don't you try this? I will. So it was just a subplot of them doing dumb shit. So that was a big deal. The Sherwood Schwartz house was sold, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think they sold it, no?
Yeah.
Finally.
Like Toluca Lake or something.
It was a real house, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah. The
And then they
exterior
designed the
was,
inside.
and then they made the inside look like the Brady house.
I remember all the episodes. Remember the one where they found money in a wallet?
Yeah.
And the guy goes, please take some for me and the missus.
Yes.
And he goes, that was too much? He gave him like $300, and dumb Brady cock-blocked. It was like, no. Then he was like, $20? Yeah. Like, bitch.
You know what?
6 kids here.
You know, it was always, even when I was 9, I would call bullshit. You know, like, because what happened is like Peter Brady decided he didn't need to study anymore because he'd be a professional football player, right? And he'd go, I don't need to study because I'm going to be a bonus baby. I'm going in the first round. I'll be a professional football player. And then at some point in the middle of Act 3, Mike Brady would bring Joe Namath over to the house.
That
Joe
was
Namath
awesome.
like, and he'd always be like, Mike, don't worry, I owed you one. And it's like, you're a fucking architect working in Encino, Studio City. You don't fucking know Joe Willie Namath. You don't know Broadway Joe. And the next episode, Nolan Ryan would show
Remember
up.
Don Drysdale.
Don Drysdale would show up like, Mike, I'm sure anything for you, Mike. Like, you don't know this fucking putz.
What about Davy Jones when he came?
Davy Jones. Huh, who's going to be the entertainment for the prom? How about I get the hottest single act out there right now?
Oh, my God. Can you give me a kiss right here? What about the flip
Davy
side?
Jones is going to...
Davy Jones is coming. Hello. All right, Brady's. What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got Rod Stewart and Faces coming in. They're coming in. I got David Bowie. Like, your fucking dad doesn't know all these people. You guys would live in a bigger house.
They had major people come through.
And at some point, they just started guest starring, people just show up.
There was the little Brady,
they just
and
walk
there was the
on.
older one. Remember Johnny Bravo when they wanted him to be Johnny Bravo?
Because he fit the outfit.
It was like, dude, you look amazing, bro.
But they're like, oh, Peter wanted to build a rocket ship, and then a couple of astronauts from Apollo 13 would just show up. They would just show up, and it's like, hey, you're the astronaut. Like,
I want to be a painter. Picasso?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Van Gogh? What the I know? I don't know how Van Gogh talks.
Imagine the disappointment with my dad. You know what I mean? He's got a friend named Ronnie. Doesn't do shit. Doesn't know Joe Willie Namath or Don Drysdale.
Here's Ronnie. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, they would just show up.
After you watch the Brady Bunch, you're so pissed at your family.
Oh, my God.
You're going to hear Science Project. Here's
You know
Buzz
what?
Aldrin.
I didn't run upstairs. And I had to run right to my room. It was on the same floor. Fuck.
I always say this. The part I got depressed. I got so depressed by the Brady Bunch because of my family.
Really?
You know, there's a couple things that depress me. Something would happen in the middle of the night, like Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger.
The dog would knock something over. And they'd all come running out. Everyone had a bathrobe and slippers and pajamas.
Perfect.
I was like, where do you get slippers and a bathrobe?
Everybody had one.
Everyone had their own it was gear.
Yeah.
I slept my
Dope gear.
fucking underpants. You know what I mean? There's no shoes. There's no slippers. There's no bathrobe. They all come down. But I don't know why morally, or I should say cosmically, what always depressed me the most, because my family was a mess. You know what I mean? They were like depressed and weird looking and poor. And
this is in what city?
Valley. This is in the Valley. There's welfare, food stamps. Everything was shit.
I love it.
Everything was shit in my house. Everything was ugly and secondhand and busted up and had hair on it. Everything was fucked up in my house. And when the Bradys would call a Brady meeting, and Mike would be there, and Alice would be pouring coffee, Mr. Brady,
beautiful living room.
Mrs. Brady, they'd have a Brady meeting, and it was always, Peter, you got a C on algebra. This is a situation. What are you going, Mrs. Brady, can I have a little more coffee? I was like, this family's so fucking normal.
Yeah.
There's no way Jim and Chris Carolla could have a meeting.
Hell no.
We'd be sitting on a shitty, busted up sofa. There's a cat waiting to die. It's 104 degrees in here. It fucking sucks. There's no Mrs. Brady. Want a little more coffee, Mr. Brady? I was like, I hated the Brady meeting.
They were fucking I remember, because you would go, I wonder if we'll have any black people on that show. And I think there was a slumber party. And there was a black girl there. She was just there. No lines.
Really?
And they were just like, yeah. I was like, hey. It was almost like Franklin and the Peanuts.
Oh, wait a minute. Bob Gibson, what are you doing here? I'm here talking about Primatine Mist.
I loved the actors back then. When you had Willie Mays when they would come on those shows, they'd be like, you're right, Bobby. I know. You should just go to your father. Tell him, it's not right. All right, I'll see you later, kid. Yo, keep practicing. Bye.
Yeah, they were always horrible actors.
He's like, well, Mr. Brady, your son here looks like he has a good arm. Just keep practicing.
They all acted like Sugar Ray Leonard acted in the 80s. You know what I mean?
Sugar Ray be like, well, if you really look at it, you have to understand that a lot of boxers don't really want to fight. But me, I've always wanted to fight. That's why they call me Sugar. What?
All right, we need to take a break. We got a little news to do.
It's the boxing because their brains are
I don't know, Sugar Ray Leonard. I love Sugar Ray Leonard, but it always seemed like bad acting. When he was talking, it just seemed like that's what a bad actor. But the guest athlete on the Brady's or on the sitcom acted that way. They'd
you ever see Ali's movie with him in it?
Oh, with him in it? No, I never.
You never seen it?
Wait, which Ali movie?
The real Ali, the champ. It's like he's in the movie acting. Oh. He's like, "Come here, woman. Why are you wearing the dress? You know, I told you. I told you I'm fast. I got to practice. I got to go to sleep.
Wait a minute.
For the fight.
We need a clip. Hold on. We got to take a break because we need a clip of that. And we also need a clip of Evel Knievel because there's something going on here.
What?
I'll explain right after this.
Oh, nice.
Well, good news. It's O Rewards bonus points month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Shop in the store, do it online to receive points and get rewards sent straight to your phone or inbox. Get 2, 3, 4, even 5 times bonus points on select purchases. Receive bonus points on select items throughout the store like wiper blades, antifreeze, coolant, parts cleaner, motor oil, and more. Those bonus points can help get you to your next rewards even faster. You'll receive a $5 reward for every 150 O Reward points to use on your next in-store or online purchase. Members can check points and rewards online anytime. If you're already an O Rewards member and not receiving your rewards, just add an email address or mobile phone number. Get a $10 reward for updating your existing account. If you're not an O Rewards member yet, signing up is easy, quick, and simple. Just do it online at O'ReillyAuto.com or in-store at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
In honor of Jim Carolla's 92nd birthday, here's a list of all the things Adam Carolla will do before he dies. Box a kangaroo. Just one of the things Adam will do before he dies. Let's get back to the Adam Carolla Show.
Godfrey's here, in case you guys missed it. He's got live shows everywhere. Go to GodfreyLive.com.
Yes.
And in the podcast, in Godfrey, we trust as well. So now you brought up something interesting, which is Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
And there was a movie with Will Smith.
Well, there's a movie where Will Smith, but then there's a movie with him in it.
With him in it.
I told you not to wear the dress, woman. I told you fast. You got to dress right. I'm Muslim. You're a Muslim woman. I don't have you in the public. Just fast.
And
I'm the best.
And Sugar Ray Leonard pops up in it.
No, I don't. No.
Okay, good. Okay, but
The
can
Greatest
you
from
name
1977?
What's it called?
The Greatest.
Yes.
From 77. All right.
Yeah.
Somewhere around 77. Can you name the other iconic American hero where they made a feature about him and with an actor playing him and a feature with him in it? The same as Muhammad Ali.
Jackie Robinson.
No.
Because Jackie was in his own movie in 1950, like something.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then you're right.
And Ruby Dee played his wife, who's the wife of Ozzie Davis.
Wow.
Jackie Robinson's
You're good.
in the movie. He goes, well, Ricky, Branch Ricky, I'm really happy to be playing for the Lakes now. You know.
So they made an actual a theatrical release.
Jackie Robinson.
Where Jackie Robinson starred in it as himself.
Yep.
And then 42.
42 with Chadwick Boseman.
Right. All right. Not what I was thinking of.
Wait, do it again? Okay, another person?
It's got to be, now, because I said about 77.
77? Okay, 77. Okay.
About that. Or
a sports guy?
Oh, this is where it gets tricky.
Okay.
Not really, but kind of. Now, an iconic American.
Okay. There's a lot of those.
Mm-hmm. Starred in a movie. Playing him.
Okay.
And somebody else starred as him in a completely separate movie. Which, by the way, man, you've arrived. If there's 2 movies and you're in one of them and somebody plays you,
yeah.
All right, I'm going to get a little closer. You ready? In the theatrical movie where he didn't play himself, George Hamilton played him.
Shit. Wait, George Hamilton played him. Shit.
One of his earlier roles. The first movie would have been like 74 or
71.
something. Oh, that early?
Hamilton.
Wow, 71.
George Hamilton played
He
him.
earned enough for his own movie by 71. And then the other one was like 78 or
77.
something?
Dracula.
Oh, I was right.
You're right.
I'm sorry.
Love it first.
We already said it in the.
We said it. It was discussed during the break.
Evel Knievel.
Yeah.
Is it Evel Knievel, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you gave me a hint. So Evel Knievel played himself.
In Viva Knievel.
Viva Knievel.
And in 71, George Hamilton played Evel Knievel and just Evel Knievel, or what's it called?
Evel Knievel was 71, yes.
Evel Knievel.
And Dawson, you got to find the theme song from that 71.
no.
It had a
Oh,
hit.
no.
I mean,
So-
it didn't catch on like Smokey and the Bandit.
When did Evel Knievel play himself? Before?
77.
Oh, after.
After his biographical film was released, he
After
goes on.
George Hamilton played him?
Yeah.
He does it himself?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a reverse joint.
But he's not, in this one, he's not really playing his life. He's just playing Evel Knievel in a movie.
Starring in a fictional action film.
Yeah. I mean,
is it amazing?
Read
So far,
the
yes.
castmates of that Viva Knievel.
Gene Kelly.
Damn.
Lauren Hutton.
Damn.
Red Buttons.
Yo.
Leslie Nielsen.
What?
Cameron Mitchell. Frank Gifford.
Frank Gifford?
Dabney Coleman. And
Dabney Coleman?
Marjo Gordner.
Margot.
Margot.
Or
Sorry.
Marjo. Or he had a weird name. He was an earthquake.
Dabney
Dad.
Coleman, man.
Yeah.
What is it? Buffalo? What is he? Buffalo Bill? He had a sitcom?
It was like, oh, God. He played Slap Adams, the sportscaster or whatever, and then there was,
Buffalo Bill. Buffalo Bill?
And Slap Maxwell.
Slap Maxwell.
Yeah, Buffalo Bill. That was a weird one.
Yeah.
And,
wow.
wow.
I mean, look at the poster.
Wow. Those posters are amazing.
The one, what's it say?
Wow, you need to have one on that wall, man.
I know.
That's awesome. That's a great poster, man. That's sick.
This is the one and only real live Evel Knievel in his first dramatic movie role.
I love it. I love that poster.
Oh, you got to watch this movie. It starts with him like breaking into an orphanage to like save kids and leave them presents and stuff. Like he made himself into the greatest dude ever.
And then there was
From
from
the 1971 movie. This is Jim Sullivan.
Okay.
And I Do What I Please.
Then you're through. Then you're asking, I'm gonna live off on me and not you.
Do what he pleases.
Maybe I'm crazy.
Got a couple spins.
I say maybe so.
Maybe so.
Who cares whether you're out to lunch?
It's not Jim Croce, is it?
When you go, so I do what I please.
Close. He was a bad Leroy. Yo, I can see like Muppets singing this. I can just see a Muppet singing it like,
I do what I please.
I just do what I please.
I just do what I please. Did this guy?
Who sang that?
Jim who?
Jim Sullivan.
Jim Sullivan.
Did he have any other songs or hits? Or this song chart or anything? It was a cool part of the movie. Did what he pleased. That's kind of Elvis. I mean, Evel's life.
I like cool theme songs. You know what's a really cool theme song I just discovered? God damn it. Which
Slinky?
Way Is Up? Richard Pryor. Which Way Is Up? Man, what
really?
a funky song. God damn, it's so good. You remember Which Way Is Up? And
Yeah.
Richard playing all the different Shit, nigga, shit, goddamn. You suck my dick, shit. Bitch, shit, you got some good pussy there. I don't give a fuck. Goddamn.
Really quick. Jim Sullivan released 2 albums. He was born on August 13th, 1939, and he disappeared on March 6th, 1975, somewhere in New Mexico.
They never found the guy?
He does what he pleases.
Sullivan left Los Angeles on March 4th, 1975 to drive to Nashville alone in his Volkswagen Beetle. The next day, Sullivan was pulled over by police on suspicion of driving under the influence. After passing a sobriety test, he checked into the La Mesa Hotel in Santa Rosa, New Mexico. After checking in, Sullivan purchased a bottle of vodka at a liquor store and left town in his car.
It's a real man.
Sullivan was seen the following day some 26 miles south of Santa Rosa near Puerto de Luna at a remote ranch owned by the Janitti family. His abandoned car was later found nearby, which contained his monies, papers, guitar, clothes, and a box of his unsold records.
God damn. And they never found out. So what was he? Was he like 35 or was he like 45? What was the math on that? 75 to, what was his year of birth?
39 to 75.
Oh, he wasn't that
so
old.
He was like,
he wasn't that old at all.
37, 38?
He was, 36.
Oh, he's young.
Wow.
That's a weird one.
He had that song, and it was a big movie, and they probably thought it was going to be kind of Eastbound and Down or something, and it never really caught on, but it got, Dawson, you can look, it may have hit a chart or 2 along the way. It was enough that I knew what the song was when I was a kid.
You don't have to worry about like licensing. It's so bad.
But he's gone. I like the idea that he passed the DUI checkpoint.
Wow.
So he celebrated by buying a bottle of vodka and hitting the road. By the way, could you imagine a VW Bug? Yeah. I'm going to Nashville from Burbank. Like, if I told my kids to drive a VW Bug from Glendale to Burbank, they'd have me locked up.
And these are the old VWs.
That'd be child abuse. Yeah. I'm talking, 1969
when you had
VW. Imagine packing up a VW Bug and I'm going to Nashville.
Wow, that is a rough ride. And remember they made those sound, they had a sound to them.
Air cooled.
Is that the air cool? You know,
air cooled.
The engine was in that back.
It was in the back, but an air cooled motor sounds different. That's why people like the old Porsches because of the sound of the air cooled versus the water cooled.
He knows.
Did he chart? Did that song get anything?
No.
No. All right.
No.
Well, he's going to be missed. I'll tell you that much.
Do you have a picture of that guy? Jeez.
And when they just
Amelia Earhart,
just like a open case, cold case, like he's just gone. Like if he met the Gambino family out there in the desert, and that was the last we saw of him.
Some documentary dude is gonna go, I just had to do it. I heard the story.
That'd be nice,
right? Jim Sullivan.
All right. Well, let's.
Wow. Cool.
36 years young. All right.
That's that guy.
And so he probably thought he caught a huge break in 71 with the theme song to the Evel Knievel movie.
Yeah.
Didn't get much pop out of it. Packed his shit up and said, I'm going from L.A., I'm going to Nashville where the real songwriting is going on.
I'm seeing that after he released the second album, failed to attract interest. So his professional struggles led to his marital difficulties.
I was about to say, got to blow out the lady.
Separated with his wife. Yeah, their plan was for him to relocate to Nashville, reestablish his career, and then he would send for Barbara and their 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You guys can get on your mopeds and drive out to Nashville and meet me there.
Wow.
Never happened.
Never happened.
No photos?
2 kids, huh?
Yep.
I'll bet the 2 kids are up to something now.
They're making a documentary or something.
You got to dig into the 2 kids now, Dawson.
They have to make. Is that him?
You got to know. Yeah.
The mom died already.
That's him. No one knows he's dead or not, right?
Looks like Thurman Munson.
No.
See,
Yankees.
Nobody gets more white guy references than Godfrey.
Yankee catcher, man.
Yeah.
Thurman Munson.
All right. I'll bet one of the kids is producing and worked on the Barbie movie or something weird. It's just something. There's going to be something.
You think the Evel Knievel movie will come out, they'll make one again at some point?
I talked to somebody.
It seems like a good one to make.
I talked to somebody who knew what they were doing, and they said they're going to they're talking about
that. Would be
make the right Evel Knievel. The last one was 71.
They need to do a new one because that dude was real. He really jumped shit.
All right, but let me just say this, and I hope you're taking the spirit in which it's intended.
All right.
If they fucking try to give us a black Evel Knievel, I'm going to burn that fucking theater down.
I would
Do you hear me?
love it.
If they go down to little Ethiopia and they start scouting for Evel Knievel, listen, that's it for me. You understand? Enough's enough.
Evel Knievel was a real guy.
We already gave you Karate
So he's
Kid.
a white guy. We know. Yeah, you did give us Karate Kid, but that was fake.
And you got a mermaid.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Just
First of all,
don't even
the mermaids
start
were
that
from
conversation.
Syria. They weren't even from Europe. And another thing is, the Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio stinks. His body stunk.
All right.
His moves were horrible.
Evel Knievel needs to be a white dude with blonde hair.
I want to see a white guy. I'll be mad if they have a black Evel Knievel like
okay,
Samuel
good.
Jackson will be. I said I'm not jumping the goddamn trucks. It's too fucking far.
That's good. Well, maybe I would watch that.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, give us one news story so we can say we did it. And Dawson, you got to find out what his kids are up to. Got to be something.
I can't even find who his kids are. Chris, did you find that?
We are digging.
No, I can't find it.
We are digging. We are doing some
their last name's
investigative
Sullivan.
shit.
Sullivan is too common.
It's gonna take forever.
Holy. Another thing I want to say that I'm going to self-fund my next comedy special.
Oh, you are?
I have no choice. I'm not getting, this is not me complaining, but a lot of really great comedians are not getting the Netflixes and all that other shit. So like Andrew Schultz, who's was one of the leading guys to go, we need to bet on ourselves. And we got fans. Well, you raise your own money, put your own money in it, you have more control over it. I said, yeah. So I'm going to let you all know here, Adam Carolla Show. I'm going to do the GoFundMe? That's what I'm going to do to raise money for I'm planning on doing an hour special in December. I would like to maybe at the Wilbur Theater in Boston, maybe because I do that. I do the Wilbur Theater, which is cool.
Yeah, beautiful.
Or maybe somewhere. I just want to be able to raise enough money, have something. Certain costs. I know this has certain costs, but I'm doing that and letting everybody know that. So you can go to my Cash App. Godfrey Comedian, or I'm going to set up a GoFundMe for that. I'm going to do it myself.
When you get the page all set and the GoFundMe all set, come back and plug away.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
You shouldn't have to spend your own rubles for this.
I have to, man, because it's not, they're not coming at you.
I know. It's
you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, man.
Ali Sadiq, who has a phenomenal, it's called Domino Effect. He has 11 million. He was supposed to do HBO. He said something, and they got mad, and they didn't. So he did it on YouTube, put it on YouTube,
and now it's 11
million. Ari Shaffir, same.
Oh yeah,
a lot of cats.
I know that's the new world order.
So it's nice, you can't. They're giving specials to the same 5 comics every couple months. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
And there's great comedians, men and women that are fucking awesome. Pound for pound, can do the same, even much better than a lot of these cats that are on. Not to be mean, but I'm just keeping it 100. Fuck that.
Very Jay-Z of you.
Yeah.
Yo, we got to change the narrative.
He sounds a little like Vinnie Barbarino.
Yeah. Yo, you're right. Yo, Mr. Carter.
Yeah. Well,
Yo,
let's
Mr.
see.
Carter.
I'm going to close my eyes.
Okay, ready?
Now, wait. The first one is I think he said there's some people that don't belong in the category.
Right.
And
Beyonce. And
he's like, yo, she got the most Grammys. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
I mean, she never won Album of the Year. I mean, we got to keep showing her. You got to keep showing her.
Is that Vinnie Barbarino?
Mr. Carter, listen, Mr. Carter. You got 28 Grammys, and we never won? Come on, Mr. Carter.
Come on, you sweat hog.
Yes. Yeah, but it's like it's not adding up. I mean, how did Taylor Swift get 4 in a row? Come on, that's just.
I don't know.
I heard her pops is powerful though. I think he bought like a bunch of records for her to add up to get a start. That's what I heard. Her father kind of cheated. Her dad. I heard that I might be wrong, that he bought like 100,000 records of hers
Hold
to
on,
get her.
say that as Katt Williams, and then I'll say, I don't know what you're talking
Do you
about.
know that Taylor Swift. That's why her last name is Swift. Her daddy bought 100,000 records already, and she already cheated.
Oh, I don't know if I believe that.
What?
See how it works?
It does. It's so good. It's so perfect.
If you're gay or you're black, you just do that, right. And it's always you win. You win everything. And I seem like the dumb one. I didn't know Elon Musk was gay.
It's unwinnable for you.
White guys can do that. They can go, if you don't know something, you go, you're kidding me, right?
Yeah, but that's still not you being... Yeah, you're kidding me, right, is good. I'll tell you what we do have.
What?
We do have, but still.
Yeah,
so when I lose my argument, I can go, but still.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
so I
but
have
still.
to say.
So, no, you
what
go,
do I say?
I'm going to meet you at a restaurant.
Okay.
Right? And then you tell me I'm a half hour late.
Okay.
And then I tell you, but you said to meet here at 7:30, and then you say, no, I sent you a text that said 7, and then I go, no, you didn't, and then you go, let me show you my text, and then you go, then I do it. Okay. You ready?
Okay, man, you're like a half hour late, man.
No, I'm right on time. You said 7:30.
I sent you a text. Let me show you. See?
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
See, now we're kind of tied.
There it is.
Yeah.
So we made something up.
Yeah.
White guys have it. We
can do a little work. His father's invested over $1 million into recordings of first demo tapes performing locally in Nashville. God, do you think he gets a taste now? Like, 5% on the return on the $1 million or whatever. Oh man.
Okay.
How much money did your dad front you when you're starting on your comedy career?
Fucking nothing. Oh. He's like, why?
Yeah, but still. You did okay.
What?
That's right.
Why are you doing this? Okay, I thought you were going to go to medical school. I said, yeah, but the comedy thing, why? For what?
Yeah.
Is this a joke? Is this your first joke that you're going to not go to school?
One day, I'll be the toast of Russia, Papa.
I don't think it's going to happen. I'm not happy. That is not happy.
I have a clip. Oh, we have me from 11:30 this morning talking about
what?
Rosa Parks's.
Oh, really?
Well,
Not it.
Sorry. As far as the goalpost and not getting my due credit, those of your listeners who are history buffs will know that there was a black woman before Rosa Parks who refused to move to the back of the bus, but she never got credit for it because she was young and she was pregnant. And they didn't want to make her the poster child for the movement, so they used Rosa Parks. And that's basically what happened to me with the goalpost. It's the same sort of historical atrocity. Mm-hmm. That young woman's name is gone to the dustbin of history. We don't even know it, but yet she was. Oh, all right. That was earlier in the day. Damn. Keeping it real. See, when you roadie for 2 Live, you pick up information about the black community that you wouldn't if you're roading for Kenny G.
Fuck that. You don't get no info with that bullshit.
Well, not that kind of info.
Corny ass sex shit.
In.
That's right.
Kenny G.
All right. I don't care about the news. I'm tired now.
Slinky song? Slinkies?
Oh, the Slinky song.
Real quick.
Let's end it with
now
this.
You're a little fuzzy on the Slinky song. All right. Well, can we at least agree?
Let's talk the about Slinky sound and sling.
Well, we got to start at the beginning. Right?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Can we at least agree that there should be a class action lawsuit against the makers
that shit
of
never
Slinkies?
Worked.
One of the only toys I ever got was a Slinky. I set it on the steps of my porch and was like, "Come on, go,
do your thing."
Then I'd push it a little and fall over.
Once,
and then push over and fall over again. It never walked down the stairs.
You made it think. They made you think that it was like, wow, it's going to go all the way down, and you go boom one time, and it just get fucking
fall
all
down, then it get tangled up, and get a bunch of cat hair in it.
There should have been so many Slinky callbacks.
All I wanted it to do was to walk down the stairs like the commercial.
So do it, Ted. If Ted Koppel, if there was a big Slinky callback, what would Ted Koppel?
Well, first off, I'm convinced certain toys were just byproducts. Like there was a thing called slime.
Yes.
That was just some sort of industrial byproduct from a rendering plant that someone went like, hey, don't throw that shit away. Sell it to dumb kids.
Turn it green.
Paint it green, dye it green, and sell that weird lard shit to fucking dumbos. Like, Slinky, you know what a Slinky looks like?
What?
If you ever see like an industrial lathe where they're making like shell casings or something, and they're shaving the shell casings on an industrial lathe, that's the byproduct. That's what's on the fucking ground at the munitions plant. Somebody just took that shit and went, don't throw it away.
I have an idea.
Tell kids it walks downstairs and we'll make $1 million.
The lathe. You said a lathe. I worked on a lathe in high school.
You did?
Fucking, I had machine shop. Mm-hmm. I had foundry.
Wow.
I had auto shop.
Wow,
I had a college prep, high school, Albert G. Lane Technical High School in Chicago, 5,000 kids.
Wow.
Top school, one of the top schools in Chicago, along with Michelle Obama.
Alonzo Bowden did the same thing,
but for
aircraft. Yeah.
But I did a lathe where I had the little bit and the fucking, we're making designs.
Making Slinkies.
It was Slinkies. It was like,
all right,
fuck.
You want to try the song?
Okay, ready? You know it real well.
Not real well, but I can get you started.
The Slinky, the sound.
What walks downstairs alone and in pairs and makes a slinkity sound? A thing, a mother thing. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. I think everyone knows a slinky, a slinky, a slinky. For fun, it's a wonderful toy. A slinky, a slinky. It's fun for a girl and a boy. It's fun for a girl and a boy. That's pretty damn good. Godfrey, I got to come to your house and we got to get high.
No doubt. I'm in an apartment in New York, but your house.
Yeah.
Fucking many you have. Let's go.
I should have said crib.
Damn. You're Two Live Crew. You said I said.
How about
flat?
Horny.
How about we go flat?
We'll go to your flat.
What we do that? Flat.
All
right.
right.
Better.
Dates coming up. February 15th through the 18th. LOL San Antonio. And then Levity Live, February 22nd through the 24th.
Yes.
Funny Bone, Virginia Beach.
Yes.
That's coming up March 1st through the 3rd. And then GodfreyLive.com are all the dates. So you can find out where this very talented man is going to be.
Thank you.
And I'm going to be in Kimmel's Theater. That'll be February 22nd. 2 shows over there. Just go to AdamCarolla.com for all the live shows. Until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Godfrey. Chris Maxipata. Say it. Mahalo.